By version 0.1.8, I start to add some more of the little things, like the much needed fall damage. So explosions that launch you into the air, or falling from cliffs that don't exist yet in game, will hurt you now. Powerful hits to the body will now make you drop anything you're holding. I added more modes, characters, and weapons, but most importantly, I began to tackle the balancing problem that I had with the character Teshi from the tournament. Teshi was just too OP. The game needed some serious balancing. Now, to be frank, I think I did have thoughts about nerfing Teshi a bit. But one of the contestants, Scott, who came in second place at the tournament, said to me, "Jabril, do not nerf Teshi. Just because he is better than other characters doesn't mean that you have to bring him down. Teshi is fun, and you should bring everyone else up to balance the game." And boy, oh boy, am I so glad that he shared this with me, because boy, do I believe he was right. To try and solve this OP Teshi problem, I added 3 things. 1. Shield bashing, giving those with shields the extra layer of strategy to experiment with. 2. I added joint types. So you know how in order to connect 2 pivotal components, they need a joint in the middle? Well, the idea was like, these joints that connect each component have a quality, and the greater the quality, the harder it is to detach these components. So essentially acting as HP, which just means some androids are harder to hack apart than others. And lastly, I added what I like to call hacksware, aka the in-game superpowers mechanic, which enables a lot of single-handed folks the ability to do things like super jump, super speed, force pushing, and so much more. And now, I find that everyone doesn't gravitate towards Teshi anymore. I find that players are much more interested in trying out a variety of other characters. Something like, ooh, what's this weapon? This guy has a hook? Oh, these are superpowers. Oh, I wonder what this superpower is. Good stuff. Which I will use as a measure of success for now. A job well done. I customized my shader to display damage using a sine wave function. This gives the player information for when a limb is damaged and is close to falling off or not. I still need to think about the best way to relay this information to the player, but I kinda like it over my original idea, which was to throw this information in a corner somewhere, shifting the player's eyes further away from the combat in the center of the screen. So, I don't know. This might be here to stay, but when I get the final graphics in, maybe I'll do something a bit more complicated than the red flash. Maybe like the components will get some battle damage over time or something. I don't know. We'll see how it all feels. Then the rest from here are just minor things that aren't really worth mentioning. But in the latest push, version 0.1.12, I started working on what I'm calling Staggëred for Tutorial Academy. There are currently 7 different mechanics that I want Staggëred to teach you how to do, while making it a fun little mini game to play with friends. But I've built up so much tech debt that at this point it's quite frustrating to work on. But I do not want to ship an alpha build without it. So I'm currently fighting with myself to just get this done, and to not start refractoring now. Because if I do, this alpha build will not be out anytime soon. And yeah, it took a while, but we're all caught up from version 0.0.14 till now, version 0.1.12. And now that you're up to speed, it's about time that we start talking about what's currently going on.